What's going on? I'm not, look, before I get to, look, I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm not crying because I'm upset. I'm crying because I'm so fucking grateful. I'm so grateful for everything that God has given me. I never used to like life. I was a very negative person. And growing up, I was misunderstood. And I never understood my feelings. I'm a very emotional person, so I never understood my feelings as a kid. And so, as I'm listening to Brian Head Welch, I used to listen to his songs when I was like 15, 16 years old, going through all these emotional roller coasters with my parents, with girlfriends, and breakups. Mainly breakups, man. My heart just hurt so much during breakups. And even through life, as I left high school and I try to do things with my life, I'm like, what am I gonna do with my life, man? I have no idea. And I would try to chase dreams or a relationship, and sometimes I catch myself like not being as grateful as I can be, and it reminds me as I listen to these songs of what dark places I've been in my life, what mentally, man, I've wanted to put a bullet in my head. I've wanted to just kill myself. I wanted to, and I've lost motivation. I've lost drive. I've lost a reason to live. I was like, I don't care anymore. I just don't care. And you get to a point in life where there's so much pain that you're like, what the fuck is the point of living? What is the point of living if all you do is feel pain? What's the point of continuing if all you're feeling on a daily basis, something goes wrong, something doesn't go your way? When do things actually work out? And when you seek pleasure, you're just left empty because you're like, why am I not getting enough of this? And so days like today where I sit back and I'm confused and I'm full of like desires. I want this, and then you go back and you listen to things that remind you that it's not about me, it's about serving God. And again, I'm not crying because I'm upset. I'm crying because I'm so grateful that He's been able to make me into more of a positive person, because again, I wasn't very positive in my life. I wasn't always fucking positive. I wasn't, man. I didn't like life. I hated myself. I hated everything around me. And so I cried because I'm like, man, listening to these songs that I used to listen to when I was 16, and how much I look at life now, and how much He's given me, how much clarity, how much positivity, how much of a man He's made me, and what I can do. It brings back to like, look, I'm not here to serve other people. I'm here to serve God, and God wants me to take care of people. And the pain that I've gone through, the pain that I've overcome, I'm happier every single day of my life, because I understand what is it that I need to do to consistently stay happy. And so I've built discipline around my habits, because there's nothing worse than wanting to kill yourself. There's nothing worse than having that feeling of I'm done with life. I don't want to continue. There's nothing worse than that. Fucking go. And so we're not really here to do. If you're trying to figure out life on your own, it's gonna be very hard, because you're not gonna understand what the pain is for. The pain that God gives you, the pain that He puts you through, is to make you better. Is for you to also figure out who you are in times of adversity. And so, for me, times where I really didn't have money, times where I was going through breakups, times where I was just like, what am I gonna do with my life? Some of the worst times in my life were just like, it was when I just didn't know what I was gonna do. What was my next move? I was worried about this. I was anxious about that. Or when you just feel like you're not progressing. And in those times in my life, I wasn't really close to God. I didn't understand. I was thinking too selfish. I was like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Instead of asking God, help me understand, guide me. And so again, I'll repeat it. I'm not crying because I'm upset. I was driving and I'm listening, and I'm like, man, I'm so grateful that He's been able to turn me into a better man. And now I look towards pain. I self-inflict pain. Honestly, one of the reasons I'm in this situation right now is because I'm trying to see what moves me emotionally, what brings tears to my eyes. And so I went back and I looked at some songs that brought tears to my eyes, because this is self-inflicted suffering. And when we suffer, we grow. And because now you have to understand, you turn the tables. The tables have turned. You understand the more pain you face, the greater you become, the greater understanding you have. And so I don't run from pain anymore. I go towards it. What will make me cry, what will make me mad, what will make me like feel all this, like all of this, what will test my patience, my anger management, what's going to test my gratitude, what's going to test my kindness. Because all these things, the working out, calorie deficit, waking up early, listening to things that kind of invoke emotion, all these things that draw pain, draw emotion. When you have enough self-awareness of yourself, you can actually sit back and understand everything that's actually happening and learn from it. That's why this situation that I'm in right now, I can learn from this. This is why I'm doing this, because if this brings me to tears, why? And ultimately, I'm trying to figure out, I need to go back to how much pain I used to feel so I can better understand you. I've gotten myself into a position where I inflict that pain on me. But in order for me to help you, I feel as if I need to go back and understand how much of the pain I was going through, so that I can get on that playing field, okay? Because sometimes we forget. I forgot what it's like to be skinny. I forgot what it's like to not be that strong, because I've been strong for such a long time now. And so going back and really taking mental notes of like, man, look how you feel right now, right? You look how much emotion you feel right now. Well, guess what? The people you're trying to help, this is exactly how they feel. Remember this. And so it gives me more of a driving force to want to help you, because I understand what you're going through, because I've been through it. I've been able to keep myself out of that situation, out of the feeling of desperation, the feeling of depression, the feeling of anxiety, the feeling of I'm lost. I've been able to get myself out of there because of my system, because of what I do now. It is a system. I have a system in place every single day that keeps me from going that way, going back to where I used to want to kill myself, not like life, negative, doubtful, no faith. And so, but it's sometimes good to go back there and like revisit it and understand that, hey, this is how they're feeling, which gives me much more drive and motivation to go and help, because I understand again. I've forgotten what it's like to feel this feeling. And so ultimately, I'm doing this to better understand who I'm trying to help, and understand what I would have given for somebody to come and help me and teach me the system that I know now. Because I don't care where you are in life. Whenever you want to kill yourself, you want to kill yourself. You just don't feel really good. Okay? So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Much love. Let's work. Let's work together. If you need help, hit me up on Instagram, the Alex Duenas. You can in the description, you can you can listen to some of my podcasts. If you need help, don't be afraid to reach out, or just comment below what you're going through. Would love to hear it, and I can give you my 2 cents. Okay, you're not in this alone. I got you. Okay.